Welcome back to Fullerton, where a little bit cloudy as you can see, but there's been some terrific action inside the gym. 3 singles matches we've enjoyed, and we've got 3 doubles matches still to go. Vast campus. Employ around 4,000 people, deal with the 40,000 students. So back inside the Titan gym, here's what we've seen so far. Fantastic match, the middle one. Zhang came from 20-14 down in the second game to beat Ayo Ohori. It should be some final tomorrow. Zhang against Lee. So now it's the women's doubles that take centre stage. It's a Japanese-Korean battle, this one. FUKUMAN and YONAO taking on Jeong and Yeong. Let's have a look how the women's doubles draw has panned out. As you can see, the Japanese were taken to 3 games in their quarter-final. The Malaysians through comfortably enough in the end against Dong and Feng, the Chinese pairing. So the officials are back on court, and we're just about to have the player introductions. So the Japanese are first out. Followed by the Koreans. So we'll have the handshakes first of all.
Who will start? Which Kim? So young.
There's 2 Kims. That was quite funny. He asked who was going to serve, and they said Kim. And he said, well, you're both called Kim. You've got to give me a clue. The Japanese actually seeded 1 for this tournament. So they will start favourites. More experienced as well. It's a relatively new pairing, the Koreans. Kim So-young's pretty experienced, not so partner. We're starting with the Japanese. FUKUMAN, ranked 14, has been as high as number 7 in the doubles rankings. That was only in January. Got a silver medal at the Asian Championships a couple of years ago. Won the Indian Open last year and then defended it a few months ago. So they're a pairing in form, the Japanese. And Kurumi YONAO, they've won 8 of 11 this year, her and FUKUMAN. World Championship bronze a few years ago. And they've won 6 tournaments between them as a pair. Here's their path to the final. As mentioned, they were taken to 3 games in the quarter-final. Fairly straightforward victory over Birch and Moore of England in round 2. Prize money, by the way, for the doubles, just a fraction under 12,000 US dollars. And look at the Koreans, Kim So-young, 25 years of age. Has been as high as 4 in the rankings. Her personal doubles ranking is 27, but because they're a new pair, they don't effectively have a team ranking, because Kim Hae-jeong is relatively inexperienced, as you can see there, ranked down 123 and just 20 years of age. So it's still very much a learning experience for the two Koreans. You would expect them to have for it to be a pretty tough task today. But we'll see. They haven't dropped a game yet. And our umpires for this one. Lynn Maud is the service judge. Thomas Sheck from the States also is in the chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kim Hae-jeong, Kim So-young, Korea. And on my left, Naoko FUKUMAN, Kurumi YONAO, Japan. Kim So-young to serve to Naoko FUKUMAN. Level, play.
So here we go then, Korea will be serving first. I was called out, and it's going to be a challenge.
KOR
I have to say, I think I'd have challenged that as well.
KOR out.
I think it might well have clipped the line. Not often you see a Hawkeye first point of the match, but I think this is worth a challenge. Whether they get 2 per game. This will be fascinating what Hawkeye says. Well, he can't get much closer, but it was out.
1 challenge remaining. Service over. 1 love.
So YONAO to serve. And the serve was read and picked off perfectly by
Service
Kim
over.
Hae-jeong.
1-all. Two, 1.
Yeah, opened up the court cleverly. You just wonder if the more experience of the Japanese pair might tell. It's such a tactical game, badminton doubles, whether it's mixed or women's or men's. Finding space on the court, premium.
Service over. 3-2.
Well, that was a complete mix-up communication there between the Japanese pair. FUKUMAN and YONAO left that to each other. Well, they've made a rip-roaring start, the Koreans here.
5-2.
Too much on the overhead from Kim So-young.
2.
Well, you'd have to say for a new pairing,
7-2.
and it's showing so far an almost telepathic understanding. It's the experienced Japanese player being pairing being put to the sword at the moment. Thought about a challenge and thought better of it.
3-7. Change it. Service over. 8-3.
Well, this is a really astonishingly good start from Jeong and Yeong, the two Kims.
9-3.
Haven't given the more experienced pairing a look in so far. And this is the #1 seeds we're talking about. Just won 6 tournaments between them, but they've also won 8 of the 11 matches they've played so far this year. They're made to look distinctly ordinary at the moment. That's more what we expected to see.
Service over. 4-9. Knock. Service over. 10-4.
Good to see them playing with smiles on their faces as well. It's a great leap at the net.
11-4 interval.
Kim So-young, who's pretty experienced, albeit playing with the junior partner. They go to the with an 11-4 lead. Kim So-young's won plenty of titles, obviously with other partners. Won titles in Korea, Chinese Taipei, Indonesia. She's also been part of a couple of women's team titles for the Korean team at the Uber
Court
Cup.
1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. She is so young subject. 11-4. Play.
Just about everything going their way at the moment.
12-4.
Too good again. Which is really
13-4.
impressive for a fledgling partnership, the two Kims. Just out, I think. Yeah.
Service over. 5-13.
Very entertaining
okay,
rally,
right.
though. They still haven't really got any momentum in the match, the Japanese. 8 points down, being just schooled a little bit by the Korean pair. Didn't expect her to miss that.
6-13.
Terrific return again from Kim
Service
Hae-jeon.
over. 14-6.
Been very dismissive of both FUKUMAN and YONAO's serve. Ah, sensational again. Honestly, don't think
15-6.
FUKUMAN and YONAO knows what's hit them here.
Play. Service over. 7-15.
Great work again at the net from
Service
Kim
over.
Hae-jung.
16-7.
Good anticipation. The kill was a pretty easy one. It's more about knowing where to be, knowing where the shuttle's likely to come when you're at the net.
Service
A
over.
rare mistake.
8-16. Nine, 16.
Long by a distance
Service over. 17-9.
from YONAO. Well, that time
Service over.
the
10,
anticipation came from the Japanese
17.
pair and from
Players get ready.
FUKUMAN specifically. But they're still a mile behind here in this opening game. It's just relentless pressure. And in the end, it seemed inevitable it would tell.
Service over. 18-10.
Yeah, well done. It seemed like they set their stall out to be the aggressors from the very start, the Koreans. And it's worked for them surely better than even they could have hoped.
19-10. Kurumi, stay on the court. Right.
Just dropped on the line.
Service over. 11-19.
almost a surprise when the Koreans make an error. They're still
12,
completely
19.
in charge of this game. 19-12. Don't want to give the Japanese any kind of hope, though, from their point of view. Yep. Dropped on the sideline.
13-19.
Well, they've picked off the serve almost at will. And here are 7 game points.
Service over. 20. Game point 13.
For the two Kims.
Service over. 14-20.
Dropped on the line. I think that was hoping
15-20.
from Kim So-young rather than a genuine belief it would be wide.
Play.
And they've got a few game points to play with here. 5 more. Just wonder
16,
now if there might be
20.
a few seeds of doubt in those Korean minds. Still 4 game points, but clearly no doubt.
Thanks.
Well, that's terrific game from Kim
First game
Hae-jung
won
and
by
Kim So-young.
Kim So-young, 21-16.
21 points to 16. They take the opening game against the #1 seeds and thoroughly deserve to do so too. 21 minutes the match time. They had all the initiative, all the impetus early. And the Japanese pair never really recovered. And Kim So-young, who's 5 years Kim Hae-jung's senior, clearly helping the younger player, but doesn't look like she needs that much help. Doubles pairings take years to nurture. This is the smash placement. See the majority on the forehand side. All the ones that didn't come back on that side as well. The Japanese are out early here. Quite sure whether that's the legacy of a bit of a tongue lashing from the coach.
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Certainly seemed very anxious to try and put things right in this second game.
Second game, level, play.
So Korea serving, Japan playing catch-up. I think are both deadly from that range.
1 love.
USA.
Lack of judgment from the Japanese pairing there. Thought the serve was going to be short, it wasn't.
And now, please welcome the players on court 2. From Malaysia,
Didn't expect Kim Hae-jung to miss that. Been pretty solid from that kind of range so far. They both have, actually. Well, that was
Kim
called
Hae-jung
wide
challenge.
and
Call out.
looked to me as though it was on the line. This might prove to be a good challenge. Hawkeye as ever is going to be the arbitrator. Certainly looked good from where I was. Yeah.
Correction in. Service over. 3, 1.
That really is a good shot from Kim Hae-jung. Such a
4,
small
1.
margin of error. Badminton court can look pretty small sometimes when there are two on the other side of the net against you, but found the one place that the Japanese couldn't defend. Error of judgment, no.
Service over. 2, 4. Service over. 5, 2.
Well, I think it was the right shot. There was a space there, but
Service over.
cut
3,
across it way too
5.
much. That's better. It's a good shot from
4,
FUKUMAN.
5.
I've been a little quiet, FUKUMAN and YONAO, in an offensive mode so far in this match. Now would be a good time to reverse that trend. Just can't seem to get any momentum going.
Service over. 6, 4. Yeah, change.
Dropped wide of the
7, 4.
sideline. Well, it was fantastic defence by the Koreans, and they end up winning the point as that drops on the back
4.
line.
USA. World Tour title sponsor, HSBC. Lenovo. Premier Chiropractic. Scepter. And Deep Indoc Torrey Hines Bank.
That's a very fine catch by our cameraman. So that shuttle was
9,
miscued
4.
out of the arena. Didn't take his eye off the lens either. But this scoreline, there's mounting concern
Play.
for FUKUMAN and YONAO. Well, there was a gap on
Service over.
that
5,
backhand
9.
side, but only halfway up the net. Well, another opportunity. So again, that part of the court was unguarded.
6, 9. Play.
Good from FUKUMAN.
Service over. 10, 6. Now
gonna be a
FUKUMAN
challenge.
Challenge. Call out. Stay on the court. Stay on the court. Stay on the court.
Completely ignoring the umpire, told him to stay on the court. Doesn't really matter when there's a Hawkeye in progress. Here we go. Correct decision.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 11-6 interval.
So the interval comes at a, well, a good time, I suppose, in a way for FUKUMAN and YONAO, just so they can maybe regroup, because at the moment they are decidedly second best against this Korean pair. That's the way of it. Only 34 minutes on court. And the number one seeds getting a bit of a trouncing here.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Eleven, 6. Play.
That works. Pretty much everything has for those two today. Just been on the
12,
defensive
6.
from the very start, the Japanese pair. It's been put under so much pressure. I'm sure it wasn't their intention to go out and play that way, but that's how it's turned out. Just missed that wide.
Service over. 7-12. Service over.
Well,
13,
they certainly
7.
can't afford to be giving away gifts like that. Koreans playing so well without giving them some bonus points in that fashion. Just a steady stream of winners from both Kims.
14-7.
So young that time, but Hae-jeong's been just as effective. It's getting increasingly difficult to see any way back for FUKUMAN and YONAO.
Change it.
Superb. Once again, Kim Hae-jeong.
16-7.
Only 5'4", but she gets up so high for those jump smashes. Not quite this time.
Service over. 8-16. Service over.
Well, there's a certain
17-8.
inevitability about this result, you would think. 21-16 the first game, this second one, moment, even more conclusive. The Japanese just look
18-8.
a beaten force. Straight down the middle, always very effective in doubles.
$19-8.
Great anticipation again, perfect positioning from Kim Hae-jeong.
20.
12 match points.
Match point 8. Service over. 9-20.
Shouldn't really matter, you
10,
wouldn't imagine.
20.
Still 10 game points. Well, the number one seeds have been absolutely demolished here. It's really an astonishing scoreline against a scratch pairing. Brilliant victory for Kim Hae-jeong and Kim So-young, who take down FUKUMAN and YONAO 21-16, 21-10.
Match won by Kim Hae-jeong, Kim So-young, 21-16,
41 minutes.
21-10.
The match time. And they're going to be a match for whoever they end up taking on tomorrow. That other women's doubles semi-final happening on court 2 at the moment, but our focus of attention will be on the mixed doubles semi-final action when we come back.